So right here, we have a couple texts.
Thank you.
Okay, let me begin by introducing
Hey, man, how are
my
you?
chief
All right, how are you?
of spinal cord injury. We, by the way, have a very large spinal cord injury treatment, and we were just funded for our 30 additional long-term care beds. So Dr. Bennett is the chief of
Doctor,
spinal
how are
cord
you?
injury. She runs the best spinal cord injury in the VA. Mr. Caruso is here to demonstrate one of our technologies.
Good to see you, man. Let me say hi to you. Thank you. Welcome.
So good afternoon, Mr. President. I am Bridget Bennett, the Chief of Spinal Cord Injury. I'm joined by our lead therapist, Mr. Josh Gearing, and also veteran John Caruso, who is wearing the Indigo exoskeletal assisted walking device. It is a wearable robotic device with motorized hip and knee joints to assist those with lower extremity weakness, including paralysis with standing and walking. It is FDA approved for use in those with spinal cord injuries and stroke. It is also FDA approved for home use. Some of the benefits of using an exoskeletal assisted device include, of course, just being able to stand and walk in and of itself. Additional benefits include potential improvement in bone mineral density, pain, and bowel bladder function. One of the first questions, and perhaps the most common question that a person who sustains a spinal cord injury asks is, will I walk again? And of course, some will naturally recover and regain the ability to walk unassisted, and some realistically will not. But tools of this nature and having these tools in our armamentarium assist us with accomplishing that goal, improving functional independence, and successful reintegration into the community. Mr. President, would you like to see a walking demonstration?
Whatever you want to do, boy.
All right. We got to tighten up that corset so he's secure.
This will be kind of limited because the space he needs to turn around and get back is a little bit large for this device. So.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go.
But this is part of the technologies that we're able to test and then field for our veterans. And these were devices that were donated to the VA.
Okay. The footing down. There you go. Nick, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So without this device, John wouldn't be able to take steps, but with this technology, he can do so. You want to take a few steps? Sure. Here we go. We'll just go out towards the camera. Here we go. Good. And turn right here. Good. Yeah, go ahead and take a turn. Nice. And we'll stop. Good. Right step. Excellent. And pivot back. Nice. Good.
Forward.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, go. And we will sit.
You ready?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Very good. Nice job.
Hey, John, how long have you had the injury?
Sorry?
How long you had the injury?
12 years.
12 years.
12 years in July this year.
And when did you get fitted?
I've been walking in these since 2014 in different ones. So this isn't mine. This is owned by the Dallas VA. I don't own one. I don't really see the reason to own one until I can get one until I can do it unassisted.
Yeah.
So, but I use it for therapy weekly at the VA. So
I'll be darned. Yeah. You know, I think one of the things we're going to try to do is, when in fact it's even made more usable, it should be available for free to you.
Maybe.
No, I'm telling you, it's going to be.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
At any rate,
Mr. President, may I show you another piece of technology
Mr.
over here?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is another piece that was donated to us that we were fielding out, made by a small, I believe, veteran-owned company.
So this is a power wheelchair. It has multiple functions. Again, this is available at the Dallas VA. We have a donated device that we're going to issue here soon. If I want to go into an off-road mode, I can. So I can use this out on my land or outside, with the kids. It's it's made for rough terrain, go up to about 8 miles an hour. So you can keep up with those kiddos. And then if I want to access something in my room, somebody's behind me, my kitchen or bedroom, you can elevate and get even higher if you need to. So then we're face to face. So there we go. So for a vet, that's a big deal to be face to face. And if you're not able to utilize an exo, you can utilize a power wheelchair that will get you to that portion. And again, these were
do we
donated.
have any of these or just donated?
We have this at our facility, sir, and we can issue them through the Dallas VA when a patient comes in for an evaluation. Yes, sir.
And what does one of these cost, Ron?
This one is around $30,000. Yes, sir. That our prosthetics department, who funds the equipment for our patients, assists in paying for the devices. So we just have to prescribe it as professionals, and then it's available to the veterans.
I'll be damned.
And I should point out, this also will do unique things. It'll go over curbs, it'll climb stairs. And somewhere we have some footage of Congressman Allrad running around and that demo last year.
He has been in this one. When we were issued this demo device that we could evaluate patients, he was in it. So it does work. And then if I want to go down, I can transition back down. And it's not a large device, so you can fit it in your house, and it's wonderful.
Well, that's great. That's
And they're
great.
making an even better off-road version with bigger tires for exactly, to allow people, our spinal cord injured veterans, to better enjoy nature and have a more fulfilling life. Any questions, sir?
No, one of the things I was able to get past when I was a senator was any prosthesis, and it should be applied here, that someone is given, if there's a more modern version of it, they get it for free, get it upgraded.
Good.
So this idea of having to use whatever you were first given, and now, because so much is happening technologically, that is going to change things for veterans.
You're absolutely right.
You deserve this and a hell of a lot more. A hell of a lot more.
Okay, sir,
All
we'll
right.
take you over here.
Thank you, man. Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
I'll introduce
Appreciate
you
it.
to the rest of the team. And this is Ms. Deborah Chatham,
Hey, Deborah, good to see you.
Mr. Ortiz, and Mr. from Chair Lightman, and I'll let you take over.
Hey, I'm Deborah Cheatham, and I am the program manager for the Post 9/11 program. We work with both non-combat and combat veterans. We work with both severely and non-severely ill. And what we do, we help when a veteran is new back into the civilian world. We assist them getting their medical care, behavioral health, whatever community resources they may need, anything they need to link back into the civilian world. And we provide a lot of
Did it loosen?
free
Oh,
solution.
Well, no, I kind of skidded forward a little bit.
Education resources. And I know the interest of viewers is firms we do link them with the online website to register for for the burn kit. And then we assist them with getting those appointments at our VA. And then linkage to whatever other services they may need.
Let me ask you, do you have difficulty responding to calls for help for suicides in terms of timing?
We were fortunate, one, we have a large, I think we have 6 suicide prevention coordinators currently, and I think we're getting an additional one due to BACO providing extra funding specifically for this program, VA Central Office. We are able to get back within 24 hours with over 90% of the veterans who call a suicide hotline prevention. And the VA has standards. We have always beat those standards in the North Texas area. But again, we have very aggressive suicide prevention coordinators, a very aggressive program.
Yes.
And that program reports directly to me as the director of the healthcare
Do
center.
you have enough nurse psychologists?
Well, then we plug them in. There are social workers who actually do the contacting and plugging in, and then we plug them in. They may be plugged in with a advanced practice nurse, they may be a psychologist or a psychiatrist, depending on what their needs are, what their preferences are. And a lot of this we can do through telehealth now. We've been very, due to the VA getting ahead of COVID by mandating the year before COVID hit, that every provider in primary care and mental health and specialty was trained to be able to do telehealth and had to conduct a number of visits. We were well positioned when COVID hit because we had the staff already trained, we already had the equipment up and running, and we'd solved some of the technical issues like bandwidth came with that. So,
Well, I've been to an awful lot of VA centers, and it's been one of my concerns. And one of the things I find in many places is that a family will call and say, Johnny needs help, he's really in trouble. And they'll say, well, come in 24 hours, and he's dead in 24 hours.
so that's an interesting thing. So the hotline will connect whether you're a veteran or not. They will get the individual connected with services. We really push hard for people that know a family member or a friend, colleague who's having problems to be fast about reporting it so we can do something. Don't wait, because people know.
But the question is, when they call, how much time can they come straight in?
Yes, we have
Yes.
24-hour access.
Okay,
Not at this clinic, because this is.
No, I get it, yeah.
Emergency room.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I meant.
Plus, they can go to a private ER or an urgent care if it's in network.
Yeah.
And to let you know, part of my program, we screen all new veterans coming into the system. And the suicide assessment is something that we do on all veterans. And if they need elevated care, then we're able to link them with mental health, or we put them directly into our program. So
Okay.
we try to cover all bases.
Well, still way high, 17 a day.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thank you. You're doing, my mother would say, you're doing God's work, kid.
You.
No, you really are.
Ortiz?
You really are.
Well, Mr. President,
Yes.
he's up in, I was there with kid, about 7 years, as a case manager. Well, and these officer for,
Oh, you were a doctor.
no, just a soldier, better.
Yeah, it's just, come on.
I'm a veteran, OEF veteran. And I actually met Lady about 7 years ago when I first came in. She helped me navigate the VA system. She's been my biggest support and advocate here. It's been 7 years, so it's been a good experience for me. And
He's being rushed for, he will start the master's program in social work in the
Oh,
fall.
is that right?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. What area of social work you interested in?
I actually wanted to work for veterans, veterans in the future. So I'm a clinical social worker and hopefully work at the VA or open up my own nonprofit organization to help
Good for you.
future veterans. Well,
Good for you.
thank you, Mr. Pruitt.
So our last gentleman is Mr. Carmichael, who is a veteran, who is in our burn pit registry, and is also a VA police officer. I should point out real quickly that we are a participant in your Apollo program, your cancer moonshot program. And also our main VA has all the diagnostic capabilities to diagnose and treat cancers. So with that, sir.
Tell me about you.
I spent, I was over in Iraq 2005, 2006, again, 07, 08. First time, Kent Todge, I was on. Second time, I was a truck driver. I was all over the place. While I was at Camp Taji for the first 6 months, my first tour, my barracks was it was between a quarter to half a mile or less from where they burned where the burn pit was located. And our,
Send up my son.
excuse me, and our motor pool, with me being a mechanic, it was even closer than that. So I mean, every time the wind was blowing the wrong way, it was, it was all over us. And then when it comes to the VA and the treatment, last year, the beginning of August, I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer. They very quickly got me in there. My 6 weeks of radiation chemotherapy, started my job at the Big Spring VA, West Texas VA healthcare system as a police officer in November. January, the very end of January, I had surgery, and I just returned back to work yesterday.
Thanks, sir.